Mr. Walker, you've been
Yes.
arrested for violating your probation with community corrections because it appears from the date you were sentenced, you may have never reported to them. You have a $10,000 cash or surety bond. Do you want the court to consider appointing an attorney for you?
Okay.
I don't know. They never noted on any of these docket sheets who your attorney was.
I don't have an attorney, ma'am.
He's never had one, Judge.
Huh?
He's
don't
never had one.
He entered a plea to a possession of methamphetamine, level 5 drug felony without an attorney. Is that what you're telling me?
Yep.
On the second.
Well, do you want an attorney now?
Well, I don't know. I don't know why I need one. I'm charged with probation violation.
Yes.
Is today a show cause?
No, it's
Oh,
to advise you of why you're here,
okay.
what your bond is, and give you a court date, an evidentiary hearing date, which is July 26th at 2:30.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't necessarily need an attorney.
Okay. All right. You have a
Okay.
bond. Go ahead and fill out a waiver of counsel, if you will, and put it in the, we'll file it in the file.
Yeah. But I'm not going to sign anything though. I'm not going to sign anything.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't think the court can do anything with you if you don't waive counsel or have somebody appointed, one or the other.
I don't.
When is the last time that you worked?
About a year ago, maybe a little over a year ago.
All right. How old are you?
How old am I? I'm 60. Whenever they first brought me in here, that's the last time I worked. Whenever you all started arresting me for driving on a suspended.
Okay. Well, I'm
a little over a year ago.
okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and appoint Jim Watts as standby counsel. If you don't want him, you don't have to use him, but he'll
Yeah, sure.
be around and be available for you. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. I'll take counsel, no doubt.
Buckle up, guys. Today we're diving into one of the wildest courtroom standoffs you'll ever witness. It all kicks off with Anise Battle entering court like she owns the place. Literally. Judge Washington opens the proceedings, but Anise quickly shifts the mood by refusing to acknowledge the court's authority. With each sentence, she blurs the line between protest and parody. It's sovereign citizen ideology on full display, and the judge knows she's in for a battle. Punt intended. Let's get into it.
Versus Albert Hemmer Hicks Jr. Appearance for the record, please.
Okay, you have been practicing law across the bench since we started this. And I'm challenging jurisdiction today.
Okay. What do you want to do, Mr. Hicks? You want a trial date or you want the offer to send it back?
I'm challenging jurisdiction.
Okay, put it in a motion.
I don't have to put it in the motion. I don't have to put it in the motion.
If I say you do, you do.
No, you don't have the right to do that. You don't have a Congress number. You don't have delegated authority to do that.
Okay. All right. Well,
I'm challenging jurisdiction.
Trial date. I'm denying. What is your motion? You're challenging my jurisdiction?
I'm challenging everybody's jurisdiction because you have none.
Okay, so
honor your oath of office, please. Honor your oath of office, okay?
Are we going to sit here and debate those positions?
It's not a debate. It's my constitutional right. It's my constitutional right.
You think so? Okay,
I know so. Are you violating my constitutional rights on how you deem them to be?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I don't believe so.
And then please don't have me file for Title 18, 242.
Please do.
Okay, I have a
Please.
transcript from all the other times I talked with you because you've been practicing across the bench for the longest.
Okay, so what are you gonna do today, Mr. Hicks?
Challenge jurisdiction
And how are you challenging that?
because you have no jurisdiction. You have the burden of proof is on whoever assessed the jurisdiction. Who's the assessor of jurisdiction?
I am, in this case,
Okay.
and I deny that motion.
Why you
If
deny
that
the
even-
motion? Because you don't have.
Even
You don't have.
if that is, so Mr. Hicks, you're a grown man.
Citation needed.
Let's have a few seconds. Wait a minute. Let's have a few second conversation, okay? Now
Okay.
let's get this straight. I'm running this show, okay? So if I'm gonna allow you to talk.
All right, guys, Anise battle is just warming up. This round, she unleashes a barrage of pseudo-legal jargon, claiming she's not subject to the court's rules because she's a natural woman. Judge Washington keeps a calm face, but you can feel the tension rise as Anise repeats that she's not the defendant. It's a surreal clash between legal reality and conspiracy theater, and you can tell the courtroom is caught between confusion and disbelief. You won't want to miss how the judge keeps her composure.
And say what you have to say. You're talking about challenging jurisdiction right now. That's what the discussion is. I say I have jurisdiction. The court rules say I have jurisdiction. The Constitution of the state of Michigan say I have jurisdiction. So I'm denying. No, don't talk while I'm talking. I'm denying your motion as far as you contesting my jurisdiction. Okay? So take your hood off, please. So other than that, what else do you want? How do you want to proceed now moving forward?
I motion to dismiss.
I'm denying that motion. Okay, let me ask you this. What basis are you denying the motion to dismiss?
Because no crime, a bill of attainder, no injured party. I told you all of this at the beginning, and you denied everything. You practice over the bench.
Okay, so now I'm going to give you two options.
As a matter of fact, hold on. Give me a minute. You even went through a 10 and 3 because you started threatening me. You remember that?
No, you were the one. Wait a minute. You were the one, Mr. Hicks, that said, "Oh, you can say all that while you're on the."
Brace yourselves. This part gets even more chaotic. Anise challenges the court's jurisdiction, says her name is a fiction, and refuses to answer basic questions. When the judge tries to explain the process, Anise interrupts, sidesteps, and accuses the court of trying to trick her. This isn't just defiance, it's a full-on tactic. The courtroom isn't just a place for justice today, it's a battleground. For ideology, Judge Washington tries to pull things back to reality, but Anise is on a mission.
This whole
license to practice law. Come on, the jig is up. The jig is up.
All right. So now the jig is up with you. So I'm not letting you say any more about this. I'm denying your motions. Now I'm going to give you two options. The first option is you can either take the deal that's in the file, or we can. Okay. Don't talk while I'm talking.
I tell you what.
Don't talk while I'm talking.
A few minutes. I got your paperwork ready. You really want to
talk?
You really want to do this?
All right. Now I'm going to give you one more time to interrupt me. If you interrupt me again, I'm going to hold you in contempt of court. Okay. All right. So the other option is we set a jury trial, and we'll set the jury trial. I'll give you motion dates where you can have the dates and you can put all of your stuff in writing that you want before the court. And I'll make a date on that date. I'll make a date when I'll rule on those motions. So do you want the offer or do you want the jury trial date and the motions dates?
I thought that the trial was up to me, whether I have a bench trial or a jury trial. It's not up to you.
No, it's not up to you. I'm giving you, everybody has a right to a jury trial.
Absolutely.
And I'm gonna allow you to exercise that jury trial right. I'm not gonna sit here and entertain a bench trial for you. Let a jury of your peers determine your innocence or guilt.
Why would I do that?
How?
I have the right to either or. You're not the one.
No, you don't have a right to. No, you don't have a right to either or.
Yes, I do.
Here we go again. Anise isn't backing down. This time she goes after the paperwork, claiming it's all fraudulent and insisting she needs answers to questions the court isn't obligated to answer. The judge, remaining impressively composed, reminds her multiple times that this is an eviction case, not a seminar on sovereignty, but Anise turns every legal question into a philosophical argument. It's not a misunderstanding. It's a strategic delay. This hearing is turning into a...
And I'm going to put you out. Or at least mute yourself. All right, let's do this and let's go back on the record one more time with Mr. Hicks.
For the record, Your Honor, Diachiku Mason, City of Detroit, 43471. This is the date and time set for a final pretrial in this matter. Your Honor, I did subpoena my officers to be here today for the final pretrial, and I do not see them here today.
Remove your hat, please. No drinking, please. Treat this like you're in the courthouse. Remove your hat, please, Mr. Hicks. All right. What are we going to do? The officers were supposed to be here today. I'm only dealing with SP 1442547, counts 1, 2, and 3, SP 144-27651, and SP 5008721. I'm only dealing with those matters. And the officers are not here. So we're gonna make this easy. And now, what I don't appreciate is, you know, I thought about that comment that you made that last time. You know, basically, you're almost like a little lightweight threat that you had toward me, saying that, oh, I'm only doing this, I'm only this way because I'm being protected by the bench. That's absolutely not. I'm the same way 24 hours a day. Okay, so let's get that straight. This robe has nothing to do with me as a man. All right, I'm going to dismiss the cases because no officer appeared.
I would like to collect my costs and fees.
Pardon me?
I would like to collect my costs and fees for having to defend myself.
I don't want to hear anything else you have to say.
Oh, beautiful.
All right, bye.
Now things take a sharper turn. Anise accuses the court of being part of a corporate system and declares herself a private citizen. The judge attempts to reframe the situation. In plain language, but every effort is met with more deflection. This part is where you see the strain, legal process grinding up against immovable delusion. The patience in the room is thinning, and the judge begins to consider next steps if Anise won't comply. The chess game is coming to...
Somalia Schuster. For I am beneficiary, I am sovereign, I am man, the flesh lives, the blood flows. I am a non-U.S. citizen, American national. I am sui juris imperfecta persona. I reserve all rights. I do not understand the status. And so I ask you, ma'am, what is your name? What is your nationality? And what is your status?
I'm Judge Grant. I am a citizen and I'm the judge in this court. You are here subject to appropriate jurisdiction. So you are here for an arraignment. You've been charged with a crime. Today, you will be asked to enter a plea.
Ma'am, I object because a citizen cannot sit a bench, ma'am.
So I'm going to go through the information. It looks like you have been charged with driving with a suspended license, driving without a required ignition interlock device, refusal to comply, not having proper registration on the vehicle, expired over 2 months. And then there was also a driving violation. Wheels were off the roadway. Last two are infractions. So
Ma'am, jurisdiction cannot be proven unless status is established. You have not established status. And so if you cannot do that, I challenge the jurisdiction. And if jurisdiction cannot be proven, I move to dismiss this case
That would be
with prejudice.
that would be denied. So I am going to, at this time, review for probable cause.
Object. Again,
understand you
I
object.
challenge the jurisdiction, and jurisdiction must be
But that is
proven.
not going to happen today. Today you're
Jurisdiction must
here
be proven.
to hear the charges, and I will be reviewing for probable cause, and then we'll make a determination as to whether or not you will remain in custody. And I will hear from the prosecutor
And-
as to that.
And if you violate my rights even further, ma'am, as well as the officer and the sergeant that violated my rights.
This is where the hammer starts to drop. The judge lays out clear consequences if a niece doesn't cooperate, but rather than step back, she doubles down, accusing the court of fraud, coercion, and everything short of conspiracy. Her confidence is staggering, but so is the court's restraint. You can tell the judge is now operating in damage control mode, trying to move forward without escalating. The question now is, how far will this go before the law?
We'll be entering not guilty, please.
Ma'am, you cannot practice law from the bench. I object.
Noted.
You cannot enter a plea for somebody. That is, practicing bench from the
Unless you
law.
want to enter a plea of guilty, today there'll be a plea of not guilty. Understand you are objecting.
Ma'am, I
to-
object. I challenge the jurisdiction. Jurisdiction has not been proven. Status has not been proven or established. And once again, you haven't even established, your nationality or your status. I am a non-U.S. citizen, American national by way of America Samoa. I reserve all my rights.
Is this something that we need to consider a competency evaluation for?
We may need to consider ordering ability to proceed, but
To question my competency because I'm evoking establishing status and asking you to prove jurisdiction is outrageous. And so, again, if jurisdiction cannot be proven, I move to dismiss this with